We are on the hunt. Several Dollar Trees today. I am doing research to see which Dollar Trees or Dollar Tree Pluses have the new Premier Yarns big balls. Dollar Tree number 1 has quite a bit of yarn. So far I'm not seeing the big balls, but it looks like they're stocking, so we'll see. I'm going to say Dollar Tree number 1 is a bust. I walked the whole length of the store. I see no Premier Yarns big giant white boxes. Let's go on to the next one. Dollar Tree number 2, directly across the street from Dollar Tree number 1. This one's the oldest one in the area. Let's go in and see. It's a little mini yarn ball holder. Yeah, lots of yarn, but I'm not seeing the big balls yet. They even have yarn on the bottom shelf. Did you see any anywhere? I'm gonna be real blatantly honest. Obvious wasn't the word. This is the store I thought we would have the biggest chance at finding it, just because they have faux fur here. What? They have, look at that. That's new. They have the most craft section, the biggest craft section in the area. And as a matter of fact, on their website, they are listed as having a Crafter Square store inside. Check these out. How cute are these? Paintables. But no luck. No luck whatsoever with the big yarn here. I'm really thinking in this area where I live, it's just gonna be, they have these two. What the heck? That's kind of cool. Yeah, I really thought of all the stores. It would be here. See, they even have crochet hooks. I did a review on those though. They're not real great. They're real cheap. It's looking like so far the big premieres are only at the Dollar Tree Plus location, but we got a couple more stores to visit, so we're gonna go. So I'll see you at the third store. These are kind of cool. You can decorate them. Those are cool. Little man would love these. I gotta show these to Little Man because I have a Cricut and he would love those. Next location. I'm not very hopeful, but we'll see if they have any. Okay, I see a little bit of yarn. Oh, they actually have the amigurumi kits at this one. I have been looking for these. Look at that, looks like Benny. I hate amigurumi, or I would buy these. I don't like doing that. Don't like it. Yeah, it's not looking good. That's it for the crafts. So, store number 4 is a bust, but Juju joined us. She just got off of work. Hey, baby. Last Dollar Tree of the day. And I have zero hope that we're going to find the big skeins of yarn. Luckily, we already found some in Culpeper. I'm going to go ahead and wager a bet. Because that's about empty. This one has the worst craft aisle of any of the stores closest to me, which is why we came here last. Why is that not on the end cap? Yep. That's a wrap, folks. Thanks for joining me on my Dollar Tree hunt, where we found nothing. Well, I'm going to go ahead and say that the Premier Yarns, at least in my area, is only available at the Dollar Tree Plus stores because all of the stores were a bust. Here's a comparison. These are the regular ones that are $1.25. They are 109 yards, and the big balls for $5 or £1 almost 1,000 yards. Okay, so we're back at home after the whole Dollar Tree fiasco issue. Things I have learned in my area anyway, and I've had a lot of mixed answers in regards to the Dollar Tree situation. Are the big balls of Premier Yarns available at all Dollar Trees, or are they only available at the Dollar Tree Pluses? I live in Fredericksburg, Virginia. I'm going to say that. And I've kind of said that in the video. The stores you all seen were all in a relatively close area to each other. Out of the 4 stores that we visited of the regular Dollar Tree, now, I also did get asked this question, which I love when you guys ask questions because it helps me to provide the information, okay? I was asked the question, like, how do we know it's a Dollar Tree Plus store or a Dollar Tree store, okay? 2 things. If you go in and there is an aisle of things and the whole aisle has price tags like $3, $5, $10, etc., it's a Dollar Tree Plus. They don't put the Dollar Tree Plus sign on the sign. Like, there's nothing on the outside of the store that tells you it's a Dollar Tree Plus. But if we go to Google and we go to Dollar Tree store locator, okay, it's dollartree.com / store locator. All right, and then you put in, I don't know why it's putting in a Michigan zip code. You put in the zip code, okay, and you search, because it's trying to give me all of the Detroit. I don't know, I'm not in Detroit, haven't been in Detroit in 12 years. It gives you all of the locations nearby, okay, and then if you scroll down and you look, so here's the map, if you scroll down and you look here, it will give you symbols, and it will tell you what that store has that might interest you. So this store has a refrigerated frozen food section. Now, the frozen food section at all of my local stores have the $3, $5, $10 price tags, okay? They're starting to carry like frozen food meals that are $5, or pizza. They have frozen pizzas for $5. All right, and if you scroll down to the one that I told you, I think it was store number 2 that we went to. This one says Crafter Square. And that was the one where I showed you, like, it had the whole really long aisle of Crafter Square craft products. It will have that if it has a lot of craft supplies. All right, and then it says whether EBT is accepted. EBT is like food stamps. In case you're not in America, you don't know what the heck a food stamp is. It's government assistance for food. Snack zone, which means they have snacks. Bagged ice means they have bagged ice. And then if we scroll down far enough, let's see if I can find it. We'll see if we might have to significantly. I need to slow down. We're gonna have to look specifically in Culpeper, Virginia. I'll show you. So this location right here is in Culpeper, Virginia. It is the only Dollar Tree Plus that I'm aware of anywhere in my area, and it's an hour drive. It says more choices. So it says more choices, new items, great value. That's a Dollar Tree Plus. That means they have stuff for $5, $10, $3, etc. That's where I found the big balls. So if you look at your locations and it has that more choices symbol right here, it's a Dollar Tree Plus, okay? And it has more things along the lines of maybe what you would see at like a Family Dollar or a Dollar General, just down that aisle and in the freezer section. Now, all Dollar Trees are upping prices on certain items. Snack foods are no longer $1.25. Some of them are, but they're marking like the drinks are $2.25 or $2.50, and some of the drinks are $3, and some of the snacks are $3. So watch the price tags, and really watch your prices when you shop at $1.25 Tree. Otherwise known as the Dollar Tree. Some people don't get the joke because they upped the price to $1.25, so I started calling it $1.25 Tree, and it caught on. So from my investigative skills, I have found that the just pound, just 1 pound, it's just 1 pound of yarn from Premier Yarns is available at the Dollar Tree with the more choices, the Dollar Tree Plus. Now, what did I buy at the Dollar Tree because we didn't find any of these big yarns? Actually, I want to leave that there. I bought the cute little keychains for little man. He was so excited, and I knew as soon as I saw these he was going to be excited. He loves keeping the key cards from hotels. He has about 25 of them because we've stayed at a lot of places. We go a little trip here, a little trip there. We do it a lot. We are members of the reward members for, did you know hotels have reward members? Yeah, and it's free to sign up for most places. So we earn free nights frequently, and on top of that, like, you know, we get a little bit of a discount on hotel rooms because of my husband's job, so it's all good. It's kind of fantastic. These remind me of the old hotel keys. Like when they actually used to give you a key for the door, like back in the 80s, in the 90s. You know, back in the day when I was too poor to actually afford a hotel room and I only seen these in movies, these sometimes would be used for gas station bathrooms and still are. So this was $1.25 for 4. I didn't know they sold these at the Dollar Tree. They also had them in all black. Why is this spectacular? Why am I so excited? I know this is stupid, okay? I have a Cricut machine. I have no idea where it's at. I think it's in the garage because I don't use it. I have seen a lot of Etsy shops, and specifically, like, I follow people who follow Fall Out Boy information, and a couple of them started making Fall Out Boy keychains with their Cricut machine, and they're stinking cute. and I'm not going to make any Fall Out Boy, but I thought little man would really like putting his name on these or something, and I just thought he would like these. They're really cheap plastic, but they're colorful and they're fun. And I can see him using the Cricut machine, and it's like an arts and crafts project he could do, and he could put whatever he wants on here. He could put Mario Brothers on here. He could, like, we could do whatever. So I bought that for $1.25, and I bought this. This came out last summer, and I have been searching and searching because it was available on their website, but it was only available if you ordered like 200 of them. I don't need 200 little yarn balls at all. Especially because I have big ones. I have this one, which is the Big Sully, and I have the little one, which is the Yarn-It, which is in my drawer, but I'm not going to pull it out because it's basically a clear version of this, but bigger. I think this is really cute because I'm going to tell you why. It's $1.25. And it says yarn storage container. We're going to cut this little tag off. And we're going to be careful because we have stuff stacked in front of our drawer. I went on the hunt for this in the summertime. And I mean, I went on the hunt for it. I searched in several states at Dollar Trees, including Florida, because it said that it was in stock in Florida, and it was not. So, what is this? It's a cute little yarn bowl holder. That is really hard for my hands to open, but look, it just pops open, right? I don't have a proper yarn. Yes, I do. We were just talking about scraps last week, remember? You put your little yarn ball scrap in there. You feed it through the hole. It's a baby version of these, and I use these all the time because, especially for the little balls, because generally when I'm working with the last bit of, you know how these balls will bob and like take off flying. They'll bounce across the floor and take off, right? And then they're covered in dog hair because I have 3 dogs, and Bentley sheds like crazy. Okay, he's got really long fur, so his fur gets on everything, and Oreo is the worst shedder in the whole world. She just like, it's everywhere, and hers are little white hairs, and white hair on dark yarn shows up really good. So I try to keep the yarn off the floor, okay? And you already know when it gets down so far, it's bouncing and it's rolling and it's all. I have cup holders in my couch, and I will sometimes set them in the cup holder, but the cup holder is not closed, so it doesn't actually hold it in place. So when I'm doing a hard pull, that ball will bounce across the floor, right? I have wanted one of these since the summertime of last year, 2023 summertime, not 2024. So, and I don't know, this looks like it will set in my cup holder of my couch. Not like all the way, but it looks like it will set like that. And so I think it will, I think it's going to work out really well. $1.25 for this. Can't beat that. Can't beat that. Especially when these are like $25 to $40. Yes, it's tiny, but it's perfect when you're working with scrap balls or you're at the end of your skein. What happens a lot of times when I'm making a big project, if I'm working with like a big cake or a big skein and it starts to deflate, that drives me crazy, because you know how you're pulling and it's like starting to flatten out, you know, and then you'll get like a big chunk. I hate that. That drives me crazy. So what I will do is I will stop the presses. I will stop crocheting. I will ball up the rest. Now, the downside of this is that you have to have a raw end to feed it through, okay? That's the downside. Whereas these have holes along here, so when you open it up, you can just, the yarn just sits in there. So like whether you got a raw end or not, you can still feed it and it will still hold it. But this one only has the solid hole. That's the downside. It also has little clips right here, which I'm wondering, I bet that is so that you can clip the yarn in so it doesn't fall back in. Because I would definitely not use that if I was pulling yarn, you know. Because it's, you can feel it like, so I would just clip that there, which is brilliant, in case you don't want it to fall back in. And if you're working on a color work project, okay, if you don't know what color work is because you're really new to crochet or knitting, color work, I don't think I have a blanket somewhere of color work. I don't have anything close by of color work. We're going to use this for an example. This is not color work, okay? So if you're doing a design, like where it takes different colors and you have to have both colors available to you, hear me out. You buy like a handful of these and you have like the, like I made last year a headband that had glow-in-the-dark ghosts in it. Okay, so like the main part of the headband was black, but then there was like glow-in-the-dark ghosts. And the glow-in-the-dark ghosts, I had to have all these colors separate because I also used fluorescent green, and I used black, and I used orange, and I used the glow-in-the-dark and the black, right? So I got all these balls, but if you only need a little bit for a color work project, section off your colors, pop them in here. You can set them on the table and then pull from what color you need to do for the color work. So if you need to carry the pink, then the white, then the pink, then the white, and then the blue, that, like whatever, you know what I'm saying? Love this. I love this. I was super excited. And Mr. Cinnamon came from one end of the aisle and I came from the other, and he's all, and I saw it at the same time, and he was like, oh, we finally found it! And there's this other lady looking at the yarn that was standing there. She looked at me like I was crazy. Like, what is that? What do you even need that for? Because I've been looking for it for over a year. Super excited about that. So yeah. And I'm wondering how much of these little balls would fit in here if you balled it up. Right? Inquiring minds want to know. We're going to research that on a different day though. I'm breaking my own rule, and I'm working on a Sunday and recording videos because there's a lot of doctor's appointments and school is starting this week. And so I'm actually breaking my rule and working on the weekend so that the week is not so stressful for us. And Mr. Cinnamon's in there cooking breakfast, so it's not like I have anything spectacular to do, but I wanted to get this video done so we could edit it and get it uploaded. And then the day that this is supposed to air, I'm supposed to go see the eye doctor. They have eye doctor's appointments, so it's going to be an all-day thing. And we have to do schooling, so it's gonna be one of those days, right? So that's why we're working on the weekend. But I actually had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun, and I wore myself out going from Dollar Tree to Dollar Tree looking for this, because all the Dollar Trees are in a relative close distance to each other, so that wasn't the problem. But in between Dollar Trees, we were going to Tractor Supply to pick up dog food. We were stopping at Aldi's to pick up like grocery items. We stopped at the thrift store because little man got his allowance and he wanted to see if they had anything cool, and they did. He got another Google Nest, which is like, if you don't know what Google Nest is, I don't know how to explain it. It's one of those things you talk to like Alexa. So you go, hey Google, and it like ching, and then he has enough of them from the thrift store at $5 a pop that he has one downstairs, one in his bedroom, one in the restroom, so that like if you run out of TP, you can say, hey Google, and then announce to the rest of the house, hey, can somebody bring me some toilet paper? Mr. Cinnamon, I forgot a towel for my hair. I'm in the shower. Can you come bring me a towel? This is what happens when you have a 10-year-old tech genius who loves to thrift shop, okay? So there was a lot of, I mean, we were gone all day yesterday, but I scored some good yarn from Culpeper. I ain't mad at it. I have seen, like, I think I said it in the last videos, I've seen it in 5 different colors so far. The navy, the red, the white, the black. Navy, red, white, black, and olive. Like an olive green. Those are the colors I have seen in store. I also had a comment on my Instagram that she said, $5 is not a good deal. Those are $3.99. These are not $3.99. I think that you're confusing these with, I didn't mean to say that. I read it as it was snotty comment. That's why I said it like that. Like, I'm not trying to be snotty to nobody. I think you're confusing the $3.99 price tag for the Premier Basics, which this is not the Basics. The Basics is more along the size of this. This is not Basics. I don't have any Basics. I don't have a single ball of it. So this is the Big Twist Value from Joann's. It's the same yarn. You didn't hear that from me, but I'm fairly positive it's really close to the same yarn. Okay, so this is the size of the Basics for $3.99 on Premier Yarns. And then Premier Yarns came out with the Just Value, which is smaller than this, and that retails for $6.99. And as of today, which is Sunday, it was on sale for $5-something, $5.59 or something like that, and it's less than this. So the $3.99 on Premier Yarn that I think you're thinking of was the Basics, which is this size. This is a full pound. This is almost 1,000 yards for $5. And these, I don't know, Joann's doesn't have a price on those. I always get those on sale, and I didn't buy that one. But even the I Love This Yarn, this is the yarn from Hobby Lobby. This is $4.99. This is $5. This is slightly softer, but not much. Not much at all. As a matter of fact, I went through and felt all the colors because the Basics, some of the colors are rougher than the other, and the Just Value, some of the colors are a little bit rougher than others. So before you pick up your yarn off, because it's $5, you're so excited. Feel it. Does it feel soft in the ball? Is it going to feel yucky when we get home? I touched a skein of yarn yesterday while we were out and about because I went to Joann's as well. And you'll see that in another video. But I went to Joann's and the itty bitty stripes from Red Heart, I have wanted the rainbow one so bad, but you guys know that I can't use Red Heart Super Saver. And everyone was saying, oh, the Red Heart itty bitty stripes feels better, like feel it. And I was like, I saw it on the shelf and I was like, all right, I'm going to touch it. And I went, ooh. It felt like construction paper. The yarn itself did. And I immediately started wiping my hand. I only touched it with one, but both my hands like instinctively was, and I want to love that yarn so bad. It's so beautiful. I wish Red Heart would do something to make their yarn so that I can actually use it. I don't know why I can't. It's so pretty. But anyway, with that, I'm gonna let you go. Check this out. Check out your Dollar Tree. Check out the websites and see if it has that more choices thing under your locations so that you're not like out wasting time traveling from store to store like I did. I did the hard work for you. And honestly, call them up and say, hey, do you have any really big balls of yarn for $5? Because I've seen them. And sometimes you'll get snotty people that hate their job because for some reason people at Dollar Tree, they either really like their job or they hate their life. Some of the local stores like don't ask the employees a single thing because they all hate you. Okay, and like I said, they're all in a really close proximity. But there's one store that's over by the mall. And those people are always really nice or really quiet. But they will help you. Like, they're friendly. So, with that, I will let you go. I hope you enjoyed this Dollar Tree adventure. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.